Welcome to this lesson on the 3 domains of life. In biological classification, we organize all living things into groups based on their characteristics. The domain is the highest and most inclusive level of this classification system. Today, we'll explore how all life on Earth fits into just 3 major domains, and you'll learn what makes each one unique. Before we dive into the 3 domains, let's understand what a domain actually is. A domain represents the highest taxonomic rank in biological classification, sitting above even the kingdom level. The purpose of domains is to group all life forms based on fundamental differences in their cellular structure and molecular makeup. These are the most basic and important distinctions we can make between different types of organisms. All life on Earth is divided into 3 domains: bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. These 3 groups encompass every living organism we know, from the smallest microbes to the largest animals and plants. Each domain has distinct characteristics that set it apart from the others. Let's explore each domain in detail to understand what makes them different. The first domain is bacteria. Bacteria are prokaryotic organisms, which means their cells lack a membrane-bound nucleus. Instead, their genetic material exists as a single circular chromosome floating in a region called the nucleoid. Bacteria are incredibly diverse and can be found in nearly every environment on Earth, from soil and water to extreme hot and cold locations. Some bacteria are beneficial to humans, like those in your gut that help with digestion, while others can cause diseases. The second domain is archaea. Like bacteria, archaea are also prokaryotic, meaning they don't have a nucleus. However, they are genetically very different from bacteria. Archaea are famous for living in extreme environments such as hot springs, salt lakes, and deep ocean vents. What makes them unique is their cell membrane composition, which contains ether-linked lipids instead of ester-linked lipids. Interestingly, archaea are more closely related to eukaryotes than they are to bacteria, despite looking similar. The third domain is eukarya. Eukaryotes are organisms whose cells contain a membrane-bound nucleus that houses multiple linear chromosomes. Eukaryotic cells are more complex than prokaryotic cells and contain specialized structures called organelles, including mitochondria for energy production. This domain includes all the organisms you're probably most familiar with: animals, plants, fungi, and protists. Humans, trees, mushrooms, and algae all belong to domain eukarya. Let's compare the key differences between the 3 domains. Bacteria and archaea are both prokaryotic, while eukarya is eukaryotic. Bacteria have cell walls made of peptidoglycan, but archaea do not contain peptidoglycan in their cell walls. Eukarya have varied cell wall compositions, and some eukaryotic cells lack cell walls entirely. Another major difference is in the membrane lipids. Bacteria and eukarya have ester-linked lipids, while archaea have unique ether-linked lipids. These chemical and structural differences are fundamental to how we classify all living things. To summarize, all life on Earth is classified into 3 domains: bacteria, archaea, or eukarya. These classifications are based on fundamental cellular and molecular characteristics that distinguish one group from another. Understanding these domains gives us a framework for studying the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Remember, this is the highest level of biological classification, and everything living falls into one of these 3 categories.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.